the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
Let's transition to the final team. And this team is a bit confusing. A lot of things is going on with this team, the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers. I still expect them to win the division, but a lot of things are happening with the 49ers. You have two of your best players. They're pretty much holding out right now. Brandon Ayuk, he reported to camp, but I still haven't seen him put on a jersey and run some routes for them yet. So remain to be seen. There's still some contract negotiations going on at his end. And Trent Williams, that's another player where he's holding out right now.
Yeah.
He wants guaranteed money because I don't think he has any more guaranteed money on his contract. I feel like the media is not putting more attention into the situation with the 49ers. Obviously, you have Brandon Ayuk, but Trent Williams, that's very vital. And then also, you got to remember, one of their best linebackers got injured in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
One of the best linebackers,
Greenlaw, yeah.
Bruh. So you're not gonna have him. You brought back your all-pro safety, but he's still coming back from injury. I mean, a major injury. I think it was an ACL or either ACL or Achilles. Dude, not many people are talking about the 49ers and the fact that they may regress this year. There's a possibility of them regressing this year off of all of the different just distractions with contract negotiations, holdouts, injuries.
If I had to put my money on which of the Super Bowl participants was going to have a regression, I'd put the house on the 49ers.
Ooh.
Because the Chiefs have Pat Mahomes. He's regression proof.
Mm-hmm.
And they upgraded their receiving core. But as far as the 49ers go, I mean, Trent Williams is a huge loss because their offensive line isn't like elite or anything, in my opinion. No. They're just pretty solid. And if Trent Williams don't show up week 1, good luck, because I have no idea who the heck Jalen Moore is. Yeah, and as far as the offensive weapons go, they need to get an Ayuk deal done immediately. I don't think he's going to sit out any games because game checks mean a lot in the NFL. You don't play, you don't get paid. So, and the team could find you if they wanted to. But yeah, man, they drafted Ricky Pearsall. Last thing I saw from him, he wasn't getting any separation. I don't know if anything has changed in that department. But yeah, they got Debo. He can't really run any routes. CMC, he's dealing with like a foot injury,
something like that.
Plantar fasciitis, something like that. Which is, you can play on it.
Yeah,
it's just gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna build up.
Yeah, exactly. Because Mari Cooper had that when he was with the Cowboys, and that was, oh my goodness, it was a plantar fasciitis game. Yeah, man, but I'm looking at the offense is still Kyle Shanahan. He's gonna make the offense run. You give him 2 paper clips and a rubber band, he'll somehow make the offense work. But the defensive side of the ball, they did hire Nick Sorensen after getting rid of I forgot his name.
It was the former Cardinals coach, Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, Steve Wilkes. And I mean, Dre Greenlaw's hurt. Going to be out probably for the year. Yeah, he's definitely out for the year. Tyler Hafunga is still recovering. He's not playing. They still have
Fred Warner, obviously. Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. I mean,
Javon Hargrave, Leonard Floyd.
They got Leonard Floyd in the offseason, which people say was a big move for them. They still got Travarius Ward, he's a bright spot on that secondary. Other than that, though, Jair Brown, he's a second year player. I'm not sure how he's been doing in camp or anything like that, but he's a solid player. From what I've seen last year, he's a solid player. Oh, they got Devondre Campbell now. Interesting.
Oh yeah, they
You
did. They
you're an
did.
expert on how did Devondre Campbell play last year? Oh, I guess that should tell me everything I need to know. That face right there. Good.
Not good.
Mm.
Not good. What was the line? I remember we were talking about. Oh, what's his name? God, Devin White.
He was only
Devin
good
White.
for running.
Yeah,
Oh.
Devin White.
So he can't cover, and
No.
sometimes he fills the wrong gap in the run game.
Yeah. Bad in pursuit. Bad in pursuit. Misses tackles. Can't cover. He was great the first year, but man, that final year, boy, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait once he was gone. It was bad.
Oh,
It was really
man.
bad. Oh man, I'm glad we replaced him because bro, he was awful his final year. Yeah, maybe he'll be good under this scheme. I mean, he hasn't had a major injury. It's just bruh. When he has so many different responsibilities, that's the one thing I will say. The good thing about being on his team is that he's with Fred Warner, so he won't have as many responsibilities. That's the good thing. Maybe he'll thrive under this new scheme and this new
They
roster.
probably was thinking too much.
Warner. Yep, that's probably what it was. And because he was like, I don't know if he was the leader of the linebacking core, but I think he may have been the leader of the Packers linebacking core, and he has so many different responsibilities, and because of that, it he just looked lost out there.
Not everybody can wear that green dot. I'll tell you that much.
No. So that final year, he was just under a lot of stress, and he was confused a lot of the times, and he put on a lot of bad tape. With the 49ers, he could work a lot better. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has a bounce back year for them. I'm just not confident enough. I'm not going to go there and just advocate for him like that. The corners, see with the 49ers defense, they've always had they would have like one good corner, and then like the other corners would be very mid. It's always that front seven that would do a lot of the heavy lifting, and the corners they wouldn't have to do a whole lot. They just have to make sure that they hold their mans for a good 5 seconds, and then that front seven will get after you. Same thing. It seems like the same thing is going to be this year as well. I mean, the front seven is pretty remarkable, and you just have Ward out there. That's pretty much it. And yeah, that's all. That's all I can really say. They're still going to be a good team.
Yeah, I think they'll still win the division, in my opinion.
I just think there may be a regression.
Too. Yeah,
I think there's going to be a regression period.
I don't think they're like a clear cut. They're coming out of the NFC pick this year, like last year was.
I think Ricky Pearsall. The reason they drafted Ricky Pearsall was they're gonna have to get rid of one of the receivers eventually. Brandon Ayuk. I get they're trying to pay him, but the Ricky Pearsall pick felt like, okay, they're gearing up to replace one of the receivers if they so happen to leave, if we so happen to trade them. And you said he had trouble separating. I heard he's a tremendous route runner. I don't know how that's gonna work. If you can't separate, it doesn't matter how good your routes are.
He's also hurt right now.
Yeah, I also heard he's hurt, and that was one of the things about Brandon Ayuk's situation. And I've been watching NFL Live, or watching different programming, and the fact that he got hurt, it's like, oh, now they really need Brandon Ayuk more because he's a rookie, and the fact that he's hurt and he's going to be out for some time, it's going to be a growing process for him, and you can't just rely on Jawan Jennings and Deebo Samuel, because Deebo Samuel, as you mentioned, he's not a route runner. Like I saw that we all saw that Giants game. Like we saw that Thursday night Giants game. The dude literally, the only reason he was able to cook what was his name? That corner from USC. The Giants corner, I forgot his name. He went to USC, but the dude, he's garbage. Like he's absolutely garbage. He literally just
was that last season?
This was last season. I remember it was Thursday night game, and Deebo Samuel he ran one of the worst double moves I've ever seen, and it worked because the Giants corner is that bad. I forgot dude's name. He was with the Titans, then he went to the Giants. He went to USC. I forgot dude's name. He was god awful.
Dory Jackson.
Yeah, Dory freaking Jackson. He allowed Deebo Samuel to cook him on a double move. It was one of the worst double moves you could ever do in your life. It looked like what's dude's name?
Spencer James.
Spencer James. It looked like Spencer James was running routes out there, and it worked. But Deebo Samuel, he does a lot for that offense. Obviously, he can work as a running back. You can play him in a slot, you can play him outside, but also screen game, but you need a route running extraordinaire that can separate, and that's why Brandon Ayuk is so important. The fact that we don't really know what's going to happen with Brandon Ayuk, it's really 50-50. It's really 50-50 he'll stay or not, and that's the confusing part of everything. But what I can say is, despite that, I believe they'll win a division convincingly, unless Brock Purdy just stinks up the joint and gets exposed because Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams is not playing or something like that. Unless Brock Purdy regresses down to the means, I just don't see them losing.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait until this offseason for the 49ers because you're going to have to pay old Brock Purdy. And if you're going to pay him $200+ million, say Godspeed to that franchise.
Oh, they're going to have to pay him 200 M's. If Tua is getting paid all that money, what do you think Brock Purdy going to get paid?
I hope they get Brock. Oh, my gosh, that would be the funniest day ever.
And see, before all the news about Trent Williams and Brandon Ayuk came out, I was like, man, maybe the 49ers, maybe this could be their year finally. But after everything that has transpired, I'm like, they'll win a division, but I don't know. There's a couple other teams that I feel very confident more than the 49ers.
A lot of the teams in the NFC is dealing with organizational issues and things like that. Obviously the Eagles head coaching debacles or whatever. Obviously 49ers, Cowboys. I haven't heard nothing about the Packers though. So y'all, I have a take.
No owner.
I have a take.
What?
Once we start getting into predicting games and stuff that I gotta say about the Packers.
Oh,
I can tell you. I'll tell you after we end the live.
Oh man! All right. Yeah. We'll save that. It's a little sneak peek for later down the line. We might revisit this clip, and I might post it on the clip when you mention it and stuff. But man, I'm very intrigued. Like now you got me a little excited. All right. Oh man, but yeah, the 49ers. Let's get.
Just let me be me.